Local Alpha News.
Real news for real world.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi today stressed that the perpetrators and conspirators of the Pahalgam terror attack will be given a befitting reply. Addressing the nation in his Mann Ki Baat program on Akashvani, Mr. Modi expressed anguish at the terror incident in Pahalgam, which occurred on the 22nd of this month. He stated that this attack shows the desperation and cowardice of the patrons of terrorism. He said the enemies of India and Jammu and Kashmir were not pleased that peace was returning to Kashmir, democracy was getting stronger, and tourists were increasing at a record rate. Mr. Modi said the terrorists and the masterminds of terror executed the conspiracy because they want Kashmir to be destroyed again. Prime Minister asserted that the biggest strength in this war against terrorism is the unity of the country and the solidarity of 140 crore Indians. He added that this unity is the basis of the country's decisive fight against terrorism. He stressed the need to strengthen the resolve to face this challenge, saying strong willpower has to be demonstrated as a nation. Prime Minister Modi said that condolences are continuously pouring in from all over the world following the terror attack. He said global leaders have called him up and written letters strongly condemning this heinous terrorist attack. Mr. Modi said that the whole world stands with 140 crore Indians in the nation's fight against terrorism. He assured the affected families that justice would be done. Prime Minister paid tributes to Dr. K. Kasturirangan, who passed away 2 days ago, saying that the nation has lost a great scientist. He said Dr. Kasturirangan's contributions in lending new heights to science, education and India's space program shall always be remembered. He went on to add that ISRO attained a new identity under his leadership, and the space programs that moved forward under his guidance gave global recognition to India's efforts. Many of the satellites that India uses today were launched under the supervision of Dr. Kasturirangan. Prime Minister highlighted that the noted scientist always accorded importance to innovation. Dr. K. Kasturirangan also played a major role in formulating the new national education policy of the country. Mr. Modi was pleased to note that April marks 50 years of the launch of the Aryabhatta satellite. He observed that this journey of 50 years commenced with just conviction. Mr. Modi told listeners that the young scientists back then had neither modern resources nor access to world technology. He said the scientists carried critical equipment themselves on bullock carts and bicycles. He emphasized that it is the result of this very dedication and spirit of service to the nation that India has become a global space power. He exuded pride that India has created a record by launching 104 satellites simultaneously. Mr. Modi said India has become the first country to reach the south pole of the moon. He also highlighted that India has launched the Mars Orbiter mission and reached pretty close to the Sun through the Aditya L1 mission. Today, India is leading the most cost-effective but successful space program in the entire world. Prime Minister further stated that many countries of the world take the help of ISRO for their satellites and space missions. He said he was filled with pride upon witnessing the launch of PSLV C-23 in 2014. He was also present at the ISRO Center in Bangalore during the landing of Chandrayaan-2 in 2019. Mr. Modi said that although Chandrayaan failed to achieve the desired result, he could see the patience of the scientists and their zeal to achieve something. He said the whole world saw how the same scientists made Chandrayaan-3 a success. Prime Minister stated that India has opened its space sector for the private sector as well. Today, many youths are attaining new milestones in the field of space startups. Mr. Modi pointed out that there was only one company 10 years ago, but today more than 325 space startups are working in the country. He expressed confidence that India is going to scale new heights. The country is busy preparing for many important missions like Gaganyaan, SpaceX and Chandrayaan-4. Mr. Modi informed that India is also working on the Venus orbiter mission and the Mars lander mission. Talking about the earthquake that struck Myanmar last month, the Prime Minister said India immediately started Operation Brahma to assist in relief and rescue operations. He added that all help was sent to help the neighboring country, from Air Force aircraft to Navy ships. The Indian team set up a field hospital there, and a team of engineers helped in assessing the damage to important buildings and infrastructure. The Indian team supplied blankets, tents, sleeping bags, medicines, and food items. Prime Minister stated that many heart-touching examples of courage, patience, and ingenuity came to light in this crisis. The Indian team rescued an elderly woman of more than 70 years of age who was buried under the debris for over 18 hours. The team from India provided every treatment facility, from stabilizing her oxygen level to the treatment of fractures. Mr. Modi said that the woman expressed gratitude to the Indian rescue team, saying she got a new lease of life because of them. He also highlighted that the Indian rescue team received a lot of blessings from Buddhist monks after rescuing people trapped in a monastery in Mandalay. Prime Minister Modi said the entire country is proud of all those who participated in Operation Brahma. He added that India's readiness as a Vishwamitra in times of crisis and commitment to humanity are becoming the hallmark of the nation's identity. In this episode of Mann Ki Baat, the Prime Minister spoke of the innovative efforts of NRIs in Ethiopia, Africa, to send children who are suffering from heart disease since birth to India for treatment. Many such children are also being helped financially by Indian families. Mr. Modi hailed the NRIs, saying their noble work is being appreciated a lot in Ethiopia. He said medical facilities are constantly improving in India, and citizens of other countries are also benefiting from this. Prime Minister Modi noted that just a few days ago, India had sent a large quantity of vaccines to the people of Afghanistan. These vaccines will be useful in preventing dangerous diseases like rabies, tetanus, hepatitis B and influenza. Mr. Modi also informed that this week, India sent a large consignment of medicines and vaccines to Nepal's request. This will ensure better treatment for patients of thalassemia and sickle cell disease. On the topic of disaster management, the Prime Minister opined that alertness is the most important thing in dealing with any natural disaster. He told listeners that they can now get help from a special app on their mobile called Sachet app during any natural disaster like flood, cyclone, landslide, tsunami, forest fire and avalanche. The Sachet app has been developed by the National Disaster Management Authority. The Sachet app also provides information in regional languages. The Prime Minister encouraged listeners to take advantage of this app and share their experiences. Mr. Modi also drew attention to a science center at Dantewada in Chhattisgarh. He said that Dantewada was earlier only known for violence and unrest, but now the science center there has become a new ray of hope for children and their parents. He said children there now have the opportunity to learn about 3D printers and robotic cars, as well as other innovative topics. Mr. Modi recalled that he had inaugurated the science galleries at Gujarat Science City some time ago. These galleries provide a glimpse of the potential of modern science and what science can do for humankind. Prime Minister Modi expressed delight that children are very excited about these galleries. He expressed confidence that this growing attraction towards science and innovation will take India to new heights. Prime Minister Modi also mentioned the Ek Ped Maa Ke Naam campaign in today's episode. On the occasion of World Environment Day on 5th of June, this campaign will complete 1 year. Mr. Modi highlighted that during this 1 year, more than 140 crore trees have been planted under this campaign. He was pleased to note that people outside the country have also planted trees in the name of their mother. He urged people to become a part of this campaign, so that they can take pride in the completion of 1 year of the Ek Ped Maa Ke Naam campaign, saying that trees provide relief from heat, Prime Minister Modi shared that more than 70 lakh trees have been planted in Gujarat's Ahmedabad in the last few years. These trees have increased the green area in Ahmedabad to a great extent. Mr. Modi also said that the number of water bodies has also increased in the area due to the construction of the riverfront on the Sabarmati River and the reconstruction of some lakes like Kankaria Lake. He also noted that Ahmedabad has become one of the major cities fighting against global warming in the last few years. He urged everyone to plant trees and secure the future of their children. In today's episode, the Prime Minister expressed wonder at apples being grown in Karnataka. He said Shell Teli from Bagalkot, Karnataka, has grown apples in the plains, even in temperatures above 35 degrees. A lot of apples grow on the trees planted by Shell Teli, and he is earning a good income by selling them. Prime Minister also shared that saffron production has started in Himachal's Kinnor, which is famous for its apples. He also cited the example of Wayanad in Kerala, where saffron is being successfully grown. Mr. Modi mentioned that in Wayanad, saffron is not being grown in the field or soil, but with the help of the aeroponics technique. The Prime Minister said lychee is being grown in South India and Rajasthan as well. Thiruvira Arasu of Tamil Nadu used to cultivate coffee. He planted lychee trees in Kodaikanal, and after 7 years of hard work, the lychee trees have started bearing fruit. Mr. Modi added that the success in growing lychee has inspired other farmers in the area. Jitendra Singh Ranawat has succeeded in growing lychee in Rajasthan. The Prime Minister termed all these examples as very inspiring. Focal Alpha News.
Real news for real world.